Hello and welcome to this video. While using compare data template, you might face an error when you have a same data set but data types are not correct. For example, in this data set where I'm comparing a car database, old data has some car model year, right? Car year, and there are some fields where the number is not correctly formatted. For this example, row number 10 where Elena is from Iran, the car year is 1996, but it is not correctly formatted to a whole number like it should be. Like for other data, it is correctly formatted, but for this, it is in text format. Similarly, for row number 14, the car mod S class has some trailing spaces. Similarly, for row 13, Allison, it is CLS class. It has some trailing spaces. Same with the sidekick. Now, Ellen's also has same problem. The car year is not correctly formatted, and similarly for Emmy, it is a similar problem where car mod has some trailing spaces. The name of the car model and the color name, the value field has some trailing spaces. If you go to new data, Aldrich has the same problem. The car year is not correctly formatted to a number format. It is in text format. The car model name tier has some problem with the trailing spaces, and similarly color. So how to fix this this problem quickly and easily, and especially for the large data set? The easiest way to do that is by using a Power Query. So I'll show you that how to do that in a moment. Let's compare this data set first. We'll clear it up and compare sheet. The data set is same for Aldrich, as you can see the information, but still it is coming under variance category. Why? Because there are some trailing spaces in the new data for this 2009. So it is coming here. Same with the name. There's some trailing spaces and mount tier. So that's the reason it is showing as a change data category. Similarly, for other users as well, there's similar problem. For Alonso, it has same problem. The year is incorrectly formatted. So if you go here, it has same problem. It will show as a change here, as you can see. So to make sure this doesn't happen to your data and your data analysis and variances are correct, you need to clean this data with the help of Power Query. So let's try to do that. Now let's try to clean this data with help of Power Query. Power Query is an Excel add-in which you can download from Microsoft website. I have provided a link in the description to download Power Query add-in for your respective version of Excel. So I'm using Excel 2010 here, and for Excel 2010 and Excel 2013 you need to download it as an additional plugin, and for Excel 2016 it is part of the data tab. So if you're in Excel 2016, it should be somewhere in data tab. But since I am in Excel 2010, I have downloaded it and already activated it. So I have already copied this data which has formatting problem to a separate workbook where we can do a Power Query cleanup. So it's here called clean data. I have already copied the data here. Now this is old data from here. So let's try to clean that first. So I will select anywhere within this table. I'll go to table or range, the data source in Power Query. I will name it to all data. And now first of all we'll trim the data. So if you know the Excel function called trim which removes the trailing spaces, it's similar in Power Query. You can select entire data set and go to transform, go to format and trim. Now this has converted our year into a text format which we don't want. So we'll click here and convert it to whole number. Now we are sure that this data is clean. There are no trailing spaces and all the car year are in number format. So this is okay. So let's close and load this. Home, close and load, and we'll go to close and load 2. We'll go to a table and a new worksheet. So now the clean data has been loaded here, which we'll call it cleaned old data, right? So later we'll paste this data back to our model. Now let's try to clean new data as well. So we select anywhere within this table. and we'll go to Power Query tab from table or range, and we'll name this query new data. And here also we'll be selecting all the columns. We'll go to transform, we'll go to format and trim. Now we'll convert this to a whole number. Now this data is clean now, and we'll go to close and close in load to a table and a new worksheet, and let's name this to cleaned new data. Now let's select clean old data, Control C, come to our compare data template and do a paste special. Similarly, we'll select clean new data, and we'll come to our model, we'll go to new data tab and do a paste special. Now we are sure that both data sets are clean, there are no errors with the data formatting. We'll go to our variance tab, we'll clean the data, and we'll press compare both, and here you go. Those problems are gone, the one which we had with the users where the data types were not correct. These are now the real problems where the actual data has been changed, the car model and everything. So this way you can ensure that your data is clean before you can compare it, and make sure that your variances and the comparison is absolutely correct and there are no issues as long as your data formats are concerned. So you can use Power Query as an effective tool to clean your data really fast. Even if the rows are in thousands and millions, you can still clean your data very easily and really fast with the help of Power Query. Once the data is clean, when they are properly formatted, you can paste them in this compare data template and run the comparison macro, and it will give you absolutely correct results. If you have any question regarding this, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to learn more about Power Query, there are very useful tutorials and online courses available on YouTube and also on other platforms like Udemy, where you can go and learn about Power Query. It's a fantastic tool, especially for data transformation and data cleaning. Thank you very much for watching, and I have now created a complete playlist for this compare data workbook, which you can find in the description of this video. So go through all the videos and you will learn more about this template and how amazingly you can compare your data and find variances with this template. The link to buy this template is also in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.